Hey, what's up? Today I woke up and my wife started singing this song. She's a data scientist, but sometimes she just wake up and sing something. And she sang this melody I didn't know. And I was like, what is this? And she said, oh yeah, this is Diana Krall thing. I was like, what? So she just texted me the link, and I said, great, we'll check it out together. Let's hit it. So, turn it up. Ooh. Before we begin, please hit the like button and subscribe. Cool, so we're in E flat. It's cool, even just the intro is cool, but
I don't want French fried potatoes, red ripe tomatoes. I'm never satisfied. I want the Frim Fram Sauce with the oils and bay. We shove on the side. I don't want pork chops.
Second A.
And there won't waken my appetite inside. I want the Frim Fram Sauce with the oils and bay. We shove on the side.
Yeah, alright, so the reason it's not hard because there are a lot of songs that uses this structure, which kind of brings me to this point. It's like, yeah, nobody's born with the ability to listen to Frim Fram Sauce. I don't know what that means, but it doesn't mean anything. But anyway, nobody, you know, it's stuff that we need to work on. So I'm just saying the idea of ear training, the idea of listening and tagging the information is really important. This is what I'm trying to do. So the reason it's not hard is because I learned a lot of jazz songs that utilizes this information. So yeah, I'm hearing one and then okay, 2 dominant, so F7, the 5 of 5 if you will, it's a secondary dominant because we're in the key of E flat right now. And then they did this like do-do-do, which was really cool. So basically kind of like just like leading to the 4, basically 3 flat, 3 2, maybe 2 5 or like this, but they did that's what I heard at least. And then 4, and this is again line, what we call line cliche, because it's basically this 4 sharp 4 diminished going to the 1 over 5, like basically E flat over B flat, and then 6 like C7, the 5 of 2 if you will, the secondary dominant of the 2, 2 5 1. So again, this is an 8-bar kind of A section structure, but this is the first A, and it just being repeated. That's why I knew where it starts and where it ends, because this is really classic kind of like jazz vocabulary. Now I think there's another section. Let's see what's happening there. I'll play it maybe one more time. Yeah, no, let's hear it.
Now you know a girl, she really got to be.
Going to the 4.
And a girl, she should eat right.
Same thing.
5 will get
5,
you
basically.
10. I'm gonna feed myself right tonight.
Heading back.
I don't want fish cakes right.
E flat.
You heard that I
The lyrics are ridiculous.
I want mine fried. I want the Frim Fram Sauce with the oils and bay. Wish a father
Anthony Wilson. He's such a killing guitar player. Okay, I'm gonna rewind so we can hear the song again. I think now it's his solo or something. But that's a killing beginning. Just this beginning is so killing, right? It's like you're in E flat major, plays the 6. We'll talk. I'll try to see what he's doing. Again, I don't know the solo at all, so it might be too complex to figure on the spot, but I can try and grab what I can hear and let's see. But let's listen to the song one more time, because it's maybe a little bit before. And she's playing that part.
I don't want French fried potatoes, red ripe tomatoes.
F7.
I'm never satisfied. I want the Frim Fram Sauce with the oils and bay.
5 2
We shove
2
on
5
the side. I don't want pork chops, bacon there.
So Yeah, the melody is not complicated, but it's really cool. Ah, I love it. I want to.
The Frim Fram. I've never.
I'm gonna start it one more time.
I don't want French fried potatoes, red ripe tomatoes. I'm never satisfied.
Okay.
I want the Frim Fram sauce.
We almost got it. It's how you learn. Make mistakes.
I don't want pork chops and bacon. They're going bacon.
505.
My appetite inside. I want the Frim Fram sauce with the oars and
Look how they're
with
so chill and
shababa
smiling.
on the side. Now you know a girl, she
2-5 to the
really
4.
got to eat. And
Same
a
thing
girl,
again.
she should eat right.
C minor, F7, F7, 5-5.
10, I'm gonna feed myself right
Stick it,
tonight.
stick it.
I don't want fish cakes and rye bread.
And they're like
You heard what I said, waiter, please, I want my
having a
fries.
blast.
I want the Frim
You forget
Fram
the cake
sauce
there.
with the oars and bacon. Wish a
You saw that look?
on the side.
That like look for a second, that means that she probably wanted him to solo first, because I assume, I mean, she's a piano player, so probably I don't think they have a horn there, so it looks like it's a quartet, like guitar, bass, drums, and piano. So probably either she's soloing or he's soloing. She did the intro, so she looked at him. I think that was the cue.
I want the Frim Fram sauce with the oars and fade. Wish a
That.
papa on
I
the
think that
side.
means like, ooh, so cool. Let's see what's happening. Okay, I'm not gonna really transcribe the whole thing, but just like it's still really cool. The time, his sound, yeah. Okay, let's check it out a little bit. Go to the So this is on F7, I think already. So the 13. Woo. Fuck. Sorry. Let it be. Nice. Woo. So I think something like that. It was cool. It's very subtle. Where was it? Ooh, nice. I think. So repeating that idea. Okay, I'll let him play a little bit. Right, in that look, when he played that line, the bass player was so into it. Where was it? Yeah. So this is the B section, right? So I'm trying to follow the form as well. So again, it's a new song, so it's like a little harder. But the B, we know it's like 2-5 to the 4, 2-5 to 4. So it's like it's kind of playing a line and hitting that 9 of the B flat minor. And then I think he played this like the flat. Let's hear it one more time. So like playing like this, it's beautiful, right? So we have a 2-5 going to the 4, so B flat minor, E flat 7, A flat. Again, it's not complicated, but it's beautiful. It's like sway the 9 of B flat minor to the flat 13 of E flat 7, and then just resolving to this A flat. Simple but beautiful. And again, you know, yeah, if I really wanted to transcribe the solo, I would put it in one of the slow down kind of software and do it phrase by phrase really specifically. Right now I just kind of want to get the vibe and see what he's doing so we can talk about it, because this is a react video. And yeah, I'm gonna mess up some notes because this is a lot of information and quite quickly, but this idea of like trying to do it makes us better. And I was mentioning before just about the ear training, it's just really important to try and do these things. You can sing, you can like learn solos, all these things are great, and the more we do it, the easier it gets. I was pretty bad at running. I'm still not good, but I didn't believe it when I accidentally ran 12K like 2 weeks ago or something. I meant to run less, but I looked at it in miles instead of K, so I was like, wow, I was really destroyed, but I did. So I'm just saying, like, I never believed that I will be able to cross 4K, and I just did, so I'm like, wow, amazing. And I'm saying it because, like, if I could have done that, first, anybody can do it, and then secondly, it's the same thing with ear training. We get good at what we do, so we just need to do it. Sorry. So I mean, this is like, for me, this comes really from like a lot of trumpet players, like maybe Lee Morgan or something. I mean, also blues stuff, but for me it's like that. Also my old teacher, guitar, his name is Amos Hoffman, like old back in Israel. He had this like stuff, the thing that he always did, like sort of like I can't do it. I mean, these kind of ideas like super bluesy, but really happening, and especially when it's rhythmic. Listen. Really cool. Just notice the rhythmicality of this. It's so cool. Sorry. Or something. It's nice to see how he shifts between these like ideas that are more maybe more chromatic and more, you know, chromatic and more notes around the changes, and then or whatever he played there was kind of cool, and then laying back a lot. Like super cool. And then again, I think we're going to the B section, so it's or something like that, going to this 9 again. I guess you hear that's something like that with the diodes there on the A flat. Okay, see. Right, and then kind of brings it back home on the E flat. All these ideas that are basically, we have the E flat triad, and surrounding that sound. Very, very in the style. Okay, I'll let her play a little bit, but I want to talk about the structure for a second one more time. Yeah. All these like, piano ideas, the can't really play it. This yeah, what she's doing. Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah. But she's also playing the C there, I think. So, harder to do. Maybe. Yeah, it sounds better on piano. What can I say? But what before? Okay, I'll play it for one more second. Yeah, very bluesy. I mean, I know she's coming a lot from this idea in school of Wynton Kelly, right? Just like a lot of, I mean, not just blues, right? He has all these like, but a lot of these ideas that are like very bluesy, but still articulate the changes. So I know she's coming from that vibe, which is amazing and beautiful, but I want to talk for a second one more time about the song chords and the structure, because I mean, yeah, just kind of like going over all these solos, it's just a lot of information. So I want to just try to play the chords one more time, understand how it functions against the center, and then see one more thing that we can do with it. So just taking the A section, okay, so so we had this E flat 1, and then 2, the 5 of 5, the secondary dominant, and then we had this like this kind of thing that they did. But the chords, I mean, in the sense of like the important harmony, this is kind of like a kick to me, but okay. 4 sharp 4 diminish, 1 over 5, 5 of 2, 2 5 1. So the core thing is this, and it's important to see it. Check it out. Right, that's kind of the A section. Now, if we understand this, we should be able to move it to a different key. So again, for me, this is why I like talking about function and not saying like, oh, it's just E flat to F7. No, it's the 1 going to the 5 of 5, the secondary dominant. Because now, if I want to try and play it in C, okay, so right, so the idea of thinking functions allows us to do that. So again, 1 C or C6, or we can C major 7, but I like the C6 here for some reason. Then D7, the 5 of 5, because in the key of C, D is a second degree, but this is the 5 of 5, secondary dominant, leading us to the G bat, going to the 4, or we can do this descending thing, 4, sharp 4, which would be F sharp diminished, 1 over 5, so C over G, A7, and 2 5, back to the 1. And the B section would be 2 5 to the 4, 2 5 to the 4, and then it's kind of A minor D7, 2 5, if I remember correctly, and then last A, the same thing. And the reason that this feels very easy for me is because I know it from other songs. There are a lot of jazz songs, and not just jazz actually, that have this kind of like 4 sharp 4 diminished, 1 over 5, etc., etc. So this is like these line cliches that are being used in this vocabulary. It's not new, but it's still really, really cool. Yeah, so I think for me, like the idea of this process of trying to do these things is super helpful. I'm really curious if there are other songs that you want me to try and listen to, other performances by anybody. I'm keen to try, at least to try and a little fail maybe. But it's cool, like you see, I'm not getting everything, but I'm trying to kind of absorb the information as I'm listening to it. And of course, if I need to really know the melody and I have a gig and I kind of want to learn this song, I listen to the lyrics again. I'll check it out. I'll be like, oh, the melody starts or whatever it is, right? So I need to kind of like check it out thoroughly so I really know it, so it's not an approximation. Again, thank you for listening, and I really appreciate you hanging out here and being here, and I hope this is interesting and helpful to see like the process and how I think about it, because it's just like, you see, we don't know everything. We need to try and find and figure it out, and the mistakes are being made so we can learn more. So yeah, just grab a song you always liked and take the guitar or the piano or anything that you play and try to figure it out. This is how we do it, and the more we do it, the better we get at this, and it will be easier. All right, peace out. See you soon. Peace.